Hey, everybody, look on the screen. This is about the man who went into a restaurant and he just decided to stop and rob everyone. Yeah, do what I want to do. Okay, well, something's going to happen to you, little boo. So check this out. This will be part A of the news story. Please stick around for part B, which will be a separate video where I will provide the commentary. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Fair use. Wow.
I'm Caroline Collins with this week's Crime Files. And this week, it's all about a taqueria robbery that has the nation talking. The video is insane to watch, but the story of what happened next, even more shocking. So it all starts with a masked man with a gun and ends with an armed customer jumping into action. As the case has unfolded, we found out a lot about all the people involved, even hearing from the mom of the robber as she talks about the life he lived. We start our days of coverage with Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf.
It's back to work now for everyone in this restaurant, but we're now learning more about the terrifying night for everyone inside. Dramatic moments inside a Houston restaurant. We've frozen the graphic video as a customer fires 8 shots and then one more, killing a would-be robber.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
Picked up the money, turned around and left, and that's when the customer got up and shot him.
The shooter angry, realizing the robber's gun is plastic. Returning the stolen money to customers, taking a sip of his drink, and leaving before police arrive.
He needs to call HPD homicide and come explain exactly what occurred.
Leave him alone.
Authorities now wanting to speak with this man seen getting into an old pickup truck, someone the restaurant owner is calling a hero.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
At this hour, police still hoping to find the shooter and speak with him and ask him about what happened. Reporting on the southwest side, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
Around 11:30 Thursday night, a masked man walked into a taqueria on the 6800 block of South Gessner near Bel Air Road. Video shows him pointing a gun at patrons and demanding money. Pay attention to this customer. As soon as the robber walks in, he starts fiddling around near his waistline. And when that robber walked past him a second time, he opened fire. That customer fired 9 shots. Once the robber hit the ground, the customer continued firing as he approached the suspect and took his gun. After he took that gun, video shows the customer let off a final shot in the direction of that robber's head. He died at the scene. After the robber was down, the shooter realized that the gun he was brandishing was fake.
Too bad.
This is Texas.
Price Brown is a local criminal defense attorney.
I was not able to tell, just from looking at that video that was a fake weapon. And just by actually taking out a weapon, pointing it at people, especially in a situation where you're robbing people, it establishes that, that person is willing to use it.
Some people might say, why do you have to shoot him so many times?
Until he's completely been neutralized, he is still a danger to everybody.
Customers retrieved their money and belongings and left. The customer who shot that robber threw a coffee mug at him as he exited. No one attempted to render aid. As of right now, the police would only like the shooter to come forward for questioning. And we asked Attorney Brown about the chances of a grand jury actually indicting that customer.
I believe it's unlikely.
And Brown says if the shooter is indicted, it would be an easy case of self-defense.
Yes.
The individual who used lethal force to neutralize the situation was well within his rights to do so.
Surveillance video from the taqueria on South Gessner and Bel Air captures the terrifying moments an armed robber stormed into El Ranchito around 11:30 last Thursday night. The robber is seen pointing a gun at customers eating and stealing their money. This patron on the left pulled out his own gun and fired a total of 9 shots at the robber, shooting even after the robber fell to the ground and his weapon was taken away. It was then that the shooting patron appeared to realize the gun was fake as he angrily threw the weapon against the wall. On Monday, Houston police revealed the case will be turned over to a grand jury to determine if the customer will face any criminal charges.
Under Texas law, that doesn't change his right to act if there's apparent danger.
Legal analyst Casey Garrett believes the customer was acting in self-defense and had every right to keep firing until the threat was neutralized.
Important thing to remember is once somebody has the legal right to act in self-defense and to use lethal force in self-defense, then they have the right, whether it's shooting him once or shooting him 9 times. As long as you're acting in self-defense and it's not now become some attenuated intentional act of actually, killing somebody, as long as he's acting under the right to defend himself or others.
Authorities say the robber died on the scene. The Harris County medical examiner has now identified him as 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington. Records say Washington was out on bond when he committed the robbery.
New details involving this dramatic shooting inside a Houston restaurant. Police now identifying the would-be robber as 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington.
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filing. They collected 80.
Late Thursday night, Eric barged into this taqueria off South Gessner, wearing all black, a ski mask and gloves, demanding money from customers while holding what police would later call a fake plastic gun. Then this man taking action, shooting Eric 8 times as he heads to the door. Then once more, while on the ground, killing him.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
The restaurant owner and workers calling this man a hero, returning the stolen money to customers and leaving in an old pickup truck before police arrive.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
Yes.
Online records reveal Eric had been out of jail on bond during the attempted robbery. Recently charged with assaulting a family member, the 30-year-old also previously convicted for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a case 10 years ago that resulted in the death of a 62-year-old Houston man. Police Monday meeting with the customer who fired these shots, so far choosing not to arrest him or charge him with a crime.
Thursday morning was the last time he called me.
What did he say?
He said, Mom, son to mother, I'm trying to be the best person I can be.
In an ominous phone call Thursday morning, hours before the robbery at El Ranchito that would end his life, 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corrine Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route. He started working, he was striving because he said, Mom, when you send someone to penitentiary, it breaks you.
In 2015, records show Eric was convicted of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the shooting death of the business owner, 62-year-old Hamid Warridge.
He was there. He did not kill their father, but he was there and their father got killed. And that I am sorry for. I never got to say that to them, but I'm sorry for that.
Eric served 7 years, then was released on parole. In December, he was charged with assaulting his common-law wife and later bonded out.
He's not the monster people picture him to be.
As the case now turns over to a Harris County grand jury, Corinne has one message for the patron who killed Eric.
I don't hate him. I can't hate him, but I want to know why didn't you stop? If you had to kill him, I can deal with that. I can come to grips with that. He did something wrong. I understand that. But for him to be shot 4 times in the back, leaving, and when he falls down and he shoots him 4 more times, he abused him. He was dead already. And that hurt. That hurts.
Natalie He, Fox 20.
Okay, that's part A, people. Stick around for part B, the commentary.